I've got clouds above me. Not sure if they're extraterrestrials. Cloaked. Think about it. You've always been told they are the harbingers of rain. But what if they're extraterrestrials just hanging out? I've thought this for a while. Needless to say, it causes me a little bit of stress to think that there's always these extraterrestrials above me. Next question. Are these clouds good-natured? Or are they malevolent? Now, storm clouds, negative ETs? Maybe. Have you ever thought about it? I once proposed this to a friend. Yes, we'll call him Franz. Hey, man. What's up? I've been thinking about something. Yeah, I know. No, but seriously. Yeah, but seriously, I know. Yeah. Franz, I'm onto something. No, I am onto something, man. It's not just one of those harebrained schemes that I am quite gifted in cooking up. But, yeah. I'm on to something, Franz. This time I'm pretty sure about it. Yeah. You're always pretty sure about it, man. Just hear me out. Do I have any choice, Nick? I always hear you out. Franz, have you ever thought about the clouds above us? Not really, Nick. No, I haven't. Why? What do you think's going on? You know how we're always just kind of told the way things are? Franz, I mean, come on. Everything is just told to us and we just accept it, right? But did you ever thought about the clouds? Like, look up right now and you notice something? Now, you're gonna think I'm crazy, Franz, and you would be justified in thinking that. But, Franz, look at that cloud right now and tell me what you see. Just go ahead. Look at that cloud. Tell me what you see. That cloud right there or that cloud right over there? That cloud. That one on the right. Not sure. It's a little strange looking. What am I supposed to be seeing? Okay, Franz. Hear me out. I'm gonna hear you out, Nick. I always hear you out. You don't have to keep saying, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. When the more you say hear me out, the more I feel like shutting down and shutting you up. So, just tell me what the fuck is going on with that cloud, because it actually looks different than when you just told me to look at it. That's kind of interesting, actually. Why is that? See? you're starting to see what I'm starting to see. Nick, I would not say I'm starting to see what you're starting to see, but I am starting to see something. It's different. It's changed, but that's... What's your theory, buddy? Tell me what your theory is, Nick. Not sure I'm ready to tell you yet, Franz. You always do this, buddy. You always just kind of brew the tension, the suspense, and you turn everything into a fucking Dan Brown novel. Stop it with the thriller. Stop it with the cliffhanger. Just tell me what you see. I'm not sure quite yet if it's what I think it is. Just tell me. Nick, it's like this is like foreplay or something. You're just like stoking me so I'll have a climax over a cloud. Just shut up. Tell me, what is it? I think it's an alien. Franz. You just did all that to tell me that the cloud is an alien, Nick. Look at that thing, man. Look at that thing. Does that not remind you of an alien? Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, sure, it's an alien, but it's only an alien because you're sitting here telling me it's an alien. If I looked at it without your prompting, I'm not sure I would think it's an alien. Bro, you need to think outside the box. Think outside of the cloud. Okay, Franz? Take another look. I'll wait. I'm not playing these games with you, Nick. You get me all whipped up over your theories about clouds being aliens. You know something, Franz? You're a lot smarter than you let on. No, I know that. I know that. Because you play the fool, you play dumb. You're acting like I'm the crazy one. But what I'm seeing, Franz, is very, very tricky. Very. You get me to do the heavy lifting. I'm the one who's got all the great ideas, but what are you doing? You're just pooping on them. You're the naysayer. And then, the more you naysay my great theorizing, the more I have to unpack it for you. And then, voila, you've done none of the work, and you've got a fully fledged theory about clouds being aliens. All you did was prompt me, like I'm ChatGPT, like I'm AI. Very tricky, very tricky, very tricky. I'm not going to do your heavy lifting for you anymore. I want you to look around and see shit for yourself without challenging me to see shit for you. Are we clear on that, compadre? You are always coming up with some new theory. Like you leap from one new theory to the next new theory, Nick. You are New Theory Nick. New Theory Nick. Well, I like it. Theories keep me young, Franz. Look at my skin. You see this? I'm a lot older than you think. I'm not quite vampire old, but I'm a lot older than you think, and it's because I'm regenerated. My mind is online. My mind, Franz, my mind is on fire, which means my body is alive, brother. That's an alien up there. Sure as day, sure as Sunday. Alien, right there, watching us. That's why I have a direct connection to that cloud, and to multiple clouds, brother man. When I walk under these clouds, I get messages from them that I'm like an antenna. And I get all these theories. And it's the theories, Franz, that keep me young and keep me vibrant and alive. And when that's the case, I'm a greater conduit for more clouds. It's not just that cloud. Lots of clouds. Franz. Lots of clouds. Okay. You're so old, man. That alien's a cloud. Or that cloud's an alien, whatever. So what are we gonna do about it? What is it for me? I get what you got. You got perpetual youth, but what do I got? What do I got? Well, that's a good question, Franz. Why do you believe me all of a sudden? Why do you suspect that I'm actually telling you the truth instead of just blowing smoke up your ass like every other day? Because I do need to believe in you. Unlike anybody I've ever met, Nick, your mind is so frickin' alive with all these possibilities every day, all the time. At some point, I want what you got. I'll have what she's having. That's what Meg Ryan said. Right? You remember that? That was like a movie or something? Yeah, I think it was when Harry met Sally. Meg Ryan was just faking an orgasm inside of a restaurant, and everybody turned their heads, and then the famous line is, "I'll have what she's having." I'll have what you're having, Nick. You walk around and that cloud is an alien for you. For me, it's just a fucking cloud, man. And yet you're on cloud 9. Well, that's actually not cloud 9. That's technically Hermes. Hermes? Yes. Hermes? Yeah, he's the Greek messenger god. Otherwise known as Mercury, the Latin god. Hermes. Yeah, man. I've had a personal relationship with Hermes. But you just said that was an extraterrestrial. Bro. You know we've had this conversation. Franz. Gods, extraterrestrials, it's the same shit. And now, they're clouds. But wait a minute, Nick, I thought, you see, you're mixing things up, because Mercury is actually a planet. Listen, the gods can be this, that, or the other, brother. Okay, I'll have what he's having. What are we gonna do? I want to know something, Nick. Can I become more like you? I've been your friend for a long time, and finally I just kind of like, either I'm gonna stick around and undermine every single thing you say, and be that shitty friend who's the naysayer, who doesn't perform any real function except to be a parasite. I don't want to be a parasite, Nick. I want to be you. I'll have what you're having. Show me how I can see that cloud as an alien, man. As a god. Whatever. Franz, you know I love you, brother. I love you deeply. But it can't be about you becoming like me so you can see. It's you gotta become you for you. You understand me? Franz, you have a tremendous gift inside. You're hanging out with me like an apprentice, and finally you got sick of it. Sick of you, not sick of me. Sick of you. There's more to life than undermining another human being who's living out beyond the edge. More to life, Franz. So Nick is only gonna show you Franz, not Nick. Don't want to show you me, don't want you to be me. There's already one me. Two me's is too much. Right? You weren't born to become me. You were born to become you. Yeah. It's true. That's some good stuff. You know, sometimes, Nick, I do come up with things. I do come up with things. It's not like what you come up with. Maybe a little different, but pretty similar. Well, Franz, I just want to clarify one thing for you, buddy. I don't think that I really come up with shit. Facts. I think my brain is just open and stuff arrives. And my duty is just to get the fuck out of the way, brother. Get the fuck out of the way. Make sure that this is a fertile ground for receiving. So that alien right now, that cloud right now is sending down shit to me. And then I'm just passing it on, paying it forward to my man Franz. Yeah, but that's what's weird about this, Nick. That's what's weird. Because if you're not thinking, you're just receiving. Is that alien? That cloud? That God? Is he thinking? Or is he just passing on shit? And what I want to know is, are all these cloud alien gods, they're all just passing shit around like a boom, 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 boom? Like a pinball machine? And anybody got an original thought up there? That's where I want to be. Nick. I want to have an original thought. Original thought. I don't want just messages coming down from clouds. My man. Sometimes I'm sitting at my desk, Nick, and I'm looking out through the window down to the street below, and my sister. I love my sister, Nick. But she comes up to me. And she stands behind me. And Nick, I'm not kidding you, it's like this. If you could just see it, it's hands on her hips. She's wearing some kind of apron. And she's been in the kitchen cooking, and she's covered in flour and all that stuff, and I don't even have to turn around to know that that's the case. I mean, I can smell it, I can hear it. And she's like this. Hi, Franz. It's your sister. Hey. Hello, Beth. Call me Elizabeth. Beth is... That's when I was a little girl, Franz. I'm a woman now. Call me Elizabeth. Okay. Elizabeth, I'm having some time to myself here, looking out the window and just getting ready to write something down. What can I do for you? Franz, I don't know what you're doing with these little stories, but it's time to help in the kitchen. Elizabeth, I told you that when I'm sitting here at my desk, looking through the window, about to write, you do not come and talk to me about the kitchen. Are we clear? Yeah, I know. I know. But that's what Mom told me. So, you're gonna have to take it up with Mom. Elizabeth, I'm not taking it up with Mom. You tell Mom that I'm writing. What are you writing? I don't see anything on the page. Elizabeth, I have not started writing yet. I was just getting into the feeling of writing, looking out the window, down on the street, contemplating, seeing people coming and going, and that's how the writing happens. So I have not done anything yet. Franz, that just sounds like an excuse to me. Do you want to be in one of my stories, Elizabeth? Well, I would actually like to. Yeah, that would be really cool. Do you want me to turn you into a bug? Franz, that is gross. Why would you turn me into a bug? Because you're bugging me? I'm not bugging you. Mom just told me to come up here and get you so you can help in the kitchen. Help and do fucking what? You don't need my help. You and Mom can make fucking dinner yourself. You don't need my help. You're just upset that I'm up here doing something with my life other than fucking baking fucking bread. Oh, is that how you really feel? No, it's not how I really feel. It's just how I feel in this moment when you're bugging me and Mom's bugging me. I'm about to put both of you in a fucking story and turn both of you into fucking bugs. If you don't stop bugging me about fucking baking bread. I love you, Elizabeth, but it's time that you get the fuck out of my room. Okay, so, first of all, you're yelling at me. I'm not yelling. Do you hear me yelling? You're yelling at me. I am trying to write. And now you're accusing me of yelling at you, which I'm not yelling at you. No, you're yelling. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm fucking yelling. I'm yelling so much that you better run from this room before I turn you into a bug. What kind of bug would you turn me into, Franz? I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. Maybe a cockroach? Some kind of bug that people try to step on and they can't step on it and it keeps on getting away and it keeps on bugging them. Maybe it would be like a mosquito. Maybe I'll turn you into a mosquito. That might be fun. You want to be a mosquito, Elizabeth? Maybe. I kind of like the idea of just flying up on your neck and biting you and taking your blood and you swacking at me and not getting me and me running around with blood and just being like happy. Although that kind of makes me like a vampire. Are you gonna turn me into a bug and a vampire? That's what a mosquito is. I like that idea, actually. Mosquitoes are vampires. How do you do that? I'm here to suck your blood. Elizabeth, you're a genius. You might just be onto something. Now I have to figure out how to integrate the mosquito vampire with the people on the street. Because, Elizabeth, it is the people on the street. That's where all the activity and the action is. That is where I shall find my genius. Now, go away. Tell Mom that I love her. And that I am busy writing my next story, my next masterpiece, Elizabeth. Do you understand? I'm not here to bake bread, I'm here to write masterpieces. Is it clear? Franz, I just don't know what I'm going to do with you. You're not writing masterpieces. You're hardly writing anything at all. These little tiny stories that no one's ever going to read. Well, thank you for the vote of confidence, sister. Thank you so much. I don't mean to be mean. It's just like, who reads? So few people read, and then are they going to read little stories about people becoming bugs and pedestrians down on the street. I don't know. I don't know what people are going to read. I don't know the future. I don't know the present. I don't know anything. I just know that I'm not going to be going down in the kitchen and baking bread, so you better go tell Mom. Oh, shit. Here she is. Franz? Yes, Mother. Are you writing your stories again, son? Am I writing my stories again? Yes, Mother, I am writing my stories again. Thank you very much. Franz. We need help in the kitchen, son. What do you need help with, Ma? Doing the dishes. The dishes are dirty, and if you don't wash them, we won't have clean dishes for dinner for when your father comes home. So, I need you to come downstairs and wash the dishes. Is that understood, son? Yes, Mother, it is understood. Is there any way that I can postpone doing the dishes until I'm done writing the story? Just maybe one short, tiny story. No, son, I know how it is with you. One short, tiny story is 4 or 5 hours long. It's not 4 or 5 hours long, Mom. It's just a short story. It's like a page and a half, 2 pages. No, that is how long it takes you. And meanwhile, we'll all be asleep after eating dinner on dirty plates. Does Dad really care? Do you or Elizabeth really care if there's just a little bit of dirt on the plates? Son, I need you to wash the dishes. Now, put your pen down. Come away from your desk at the window. And come downstairs and help your sister and I prepare for dinner. We undergo this every day. This is our ritual. You should know by now not to sit down before dinner at the window expecting to write anything, because I'm going to send your sister up here to retrieve you. You're going to ignore your sister, then I'm going to come up here to retrieve you, and then you are going to be downstairs washing the dishes while your sister and I prepare dinner for your father. Okay. Okay, Mom. I'll be down there. In a moment, I just have to transition out of my writer's energy into my dishwasher's energy, and that's going to take me a moment. Son, it's going to take you a moment. I'm going to go back down. I'm going to leave Elizabeth here so your moment doesn't become a short story. Are we understood, son? Yes, Mother, we are loud and clear. Your father is very peculiar. When he comes home from a long day's worth of work, he wants things just so. Which means I want things just so. So, if you're going to be lodging in this house, you are going to abide by the rules. Remember, you are a grown man, and while I completely understand staying with your family, and we are so happy to have you, son, if you're going to stay with us and enjoy family, then you have to participate in family. You can't just pay a portion of the rent. You have to be part of the family. Do you understand, Franz? I do, Mom. Thank you. Yes, that was the initial agreement. Between you and your father, I am simply enforcing it in his absence. Don't mean to emasculate you, Franz. That's not my point, but you're not cooperating with the agreements as such, so I need to enforce them as such. See you in a moment. Not in a short story. Elizabeth, stay here until he's made his transition. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm just gonna take a moment. Franz, what is that look in your eye? I can see it through the back of your skull. That is the look of a grown man being talked to as if he's a child by his mother. But of course, acknowledging that he's completely responsible for being talked at like a child. Because he wants to save money and live with family, so that he can actually write the stories he needs to write when he comes home from work. And he loves his mother, and he loves his sister, and he does his damn well best to love his father. And so all of that is in my eyes right now, which you cannot see except through the back of my head. How's that for an answer, Elizabeth? It's a very good answer, Franz. I do admire your way with words. Are you ready to go down and wash the dishes? No, I'm not, but I will. Wow, man. That shit is deep as hell. Yeah, man. So that's what's going on with me, Nick. Wow. So I got aliens in the clouds and you got that going on. That's nuts. So why haven't you been telling me this stuff, man? That just blew my mind. My mind right now is like, there's like a whole freaking carpet, a rug of electricity on the top of my brain right now, Franz. It's amazing. Where'd you get that? Where'd I get that? Yeah, man, that was crazy. I mean, I look up, I see, I know the aliens are up there, but you, what was that? What was that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you, Nick. Listen, if I can tell you that the clouds are aliens and I'm communicating with them and they're gods and I'm just a messenger from the messenger, I'll believe it. I've got good faith in you as long as you practice good faith. And Nick will practice good faith in you. Where'd you get that? Where did that, whatever that was, whatever you just shared with me, you just went there? What was that? Well, man, there's different kinds of artists, you know? Okay, yeah. Absolutely, Franz, I get it. What does that have to do with what happened? Well, I just shared with you a past life. Past life? Yeah, that's what that was. How did you just access a past life while you're sitting here talking to me? Exactly. I have been suppressing that talent for quite a long time because it just doesn't make sense to me. It makes no sense to me that I would be able to retrieve that or live that or whatever, transmit it, experience it. I don't know what I just did. It just happened. Well, it didn't just happen. I kind of summoned it because I can summon that shit at will. You can summon past lives at will. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, I think probably. But was that the past life of your namesake? Yeah. Are you related to him? Not genetically, no. You're not genetically related to Franz Kafka, but that was a former life of yours? I do think it was, yeah. But not exactly the way it happened. I mean, that's the way it happens when I access it. It's not like the life is just sitting there to be recalled literally in the way that it happened. That's not how it works for me, at least. Maybe for someone else, but what do you mean, man? Well, that past life is there in like this, whatever, this Akashic field, whatever you want to call it, it's there. But when I access it, however that happens, it gets filtered through me, It gets filtered through you. I guess that's the way to say it. Yeah. It gets filtered through me, Nick. It gets filtered through who you are right now. Yeah, that's Franz Kafka and his sister and his mom, but that doesn't mean that that's the way it actually happened. It's just the way that it's happening as I'm accessing it, because I'm me. It's just like my consciousness is interfacing with that Akashic record. It's kind of like if you were to put in a movie like a Blu-ray. Well, the Blu-ray is coming through the TV, but everybody who experiences and watches that movie on the Blu-ray is getting a different movie because they're a different person. 5 people get 5 different movies, but the same movie is playing through the Blu-ray. Wow, man, wow. So tell me this. Are there other people that could access that day in the life of Franz Kafka? I don't see why not. I mean, it doesn't make sense that I would be the only one who could access it. But I mean, Franz, that is so freaking wild, man, what you just did there. I mean, I'm not envious, but if I were envious, I mean, I've got access to clouds who are aliens, and I've got all sorts of shit going on, but that just seems like another level, and I'm really happy for you, bro. I just want to understand it. I mean, maybe I'll even learn from you how to do it. Like, if you want to learn from me how to communicate with the clouds and see their true nature and get that download, I'd be totally fine to be like, trade. We do a swap. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to that. So, I just want to understand a little bit better. So you think other human beings can do what you just did? I don't think that it's going to be something that's unique to me. I mean, I don't know anybody else who does it. But yeah, you're talking about a daylight retrieval without hypnosis or regression therapy, all that stuff of just past life. Boom, you just go right into it. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, it's always filtered through the lens of my own personality, but the general construct is accurate, with the basic deep structure of the situation, of the event, of the snippet is there. I know, but what blows my mind, Franz, is that when you did that, you weren't just like telling a story, you were it. It's almost like you channeled it. Yeah, it's kind of like a channeled it, but it goes deeper than channeling. Yeah, I mean, it does. What you just did, I mean, that past life just, I mean, I don't know if possessed is the right word, but you were just embodying it. You were that. Like, I couldn't see the street of Prague back in the 1800s, but geez. Or early 1900s, right? Yeah. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see Elizabeth, I couldn't see your mom, I couldn't see your bedroom, I couldn't see your desk, but I could fucking imagine it. Like in my own mind. You transmitted that to me. Did you know that? That was wild. I mean, I don't know how that happened, but it wasn't like it happened out here in the physical space. It happened in my mind as it was happening to you, in you, with you, through you, whatever that is, whatever that was. That is mind-blowing, man. Yeah, I haven't really believed in this gift. Why? I don't know, it's kind of like anytime you really got a gift, man. It's like it's so far out, it's so far ahead, it's so far in advance of what other people are doing. You just kind of like, fuck it. This is too crazy. I think I'll just put it in the shelf and forget about it. was some next level shit. I don't know how many people are out there doing what you just did, but I mean, I don't even know what to say. I want to know how many lives you can actually retrieve. Like, how many lives can you do? I don't know, man. I don't know how far back it goes. To be honest with you, I like to hang out with Franz Kafka, and I don't really try anything else. Me. There's nothing like being in his mind. Well, I don't get that, because honestly, it just looked like he was being irritated by his sister and his mom. Yeah, he was. So what's so special about being irritated by your mom and your sister? Well, I can't really explain it very well, Nick, but his consciousness has a certain frequency. And when I get into that frequency, when it gets into me, however it works, it's so different from my current frequency of consciousness. But it's also his mind is always metabolizing reality to generate the sublime. Always. It's never stopping now. Like, any moment now, he's gonna go down and wash those dishes. And then his dad's gonna come in the room. And the way that he sits there and talks to his dad while he's doing the dishes is dope. It's nuts. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's Franz Kafka talking to his fucking dad while he's doing the dishes. And his dad's a piece of work. His dad's a piece of work. And Franz is a piece of work. And so when Franz is sitting there doing the dishes and metabolizing his dad, you're understanding, I'm understanding, that this is all the wheels of the sublime. This is all the sublime. And this is what eventually goes into the stories. So I'm visiting my past life as Franz Kafka. Arguing with my dad. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. Hi, Dad. Hello, my lovely husband. Hey, Dad, good to see you. Franz. Happy to see you washing those dishes. Yes, thank you, Dad. I'm just washing the dishes. Yes, you are. I like to see that. I like to see you contributing to the household, son. Excellent. Oh, how's job at the insurance company? Well, you know, Father, I am thankful. I am thankful to be working there, and you know, it affords me the opportunity to excel, but also offer that human touch, because people need that human touch, do you know? Son, that's a very articulate way of explaining things. I do. How's that human touch coming along with the dishes? Father, is this your humor? No. No, I'm actually quite curious. Curious about what, Father? Need I repeat myself? Unfortunately, yes, Father. I'm not clear on your question. What was your question? I said, how's the human touch going with the dishes today, Franz? struggle for me, Father, but when I struggle, I remind myself of your generosity in taking me in as a boarder here, even when I'm out making my own money, and am I a grown man? Yes. Good. Good. It should be humbling. You're trying to save money. You're trying to work a deal with this world. And Franz, you can't have your cake and eat it too. There's no such thing as a free pass, son. You want to come and live with the family and save some money and enjoy family life? You've got to wash the dishes, and son, your next challenge, your next task is to wash those dishes with a smile on your face, son. Not begrudgingly. Not because you're sitting here trying to appease your father and you're secretly resentful. I want you to enjoy yourself watching those dishes. And son, you can do this. What you are currently doing is not sustainable. Don't schedule your writing sessions before I come home from work. That's going to put you in conflict with your mother and your sister, and ultimately, with me. Franz, do you want to be in conflict with your father? Franz, do you want to be in conflict with your father? No. No, I do not, Father. I do not. Then tell me how you can be conflict-free with your father, Franz. It's just as you said, Father. Wash these dishes with a smile on my face and don't plan my writing sessions for when you come home. And tell me how you feel about that, son. Tell me how you feel about my solution to the problem that faces you in this moment. Son, first of all, when I solve your problems on the behalf of family harmony, first response is gratitude, across the board. There's no hesitation, there's gratitude. Remember, your father's come home from a long day of work. I am supporting the household. I'm supporting you. Thank you is your first response. Go ahead. Thank you, Father. Exactly. Is it that so difficult? No. It's not. Now that you remind me. Exactly, Franz. Going forward, your father's not going to remind you to be grateful, is he? Franz, is your father going to be reminding you to be grateful right off the bat when he solves your problems for you, after coming home from a long day of work? No, Father. Exactly, Franz. Franz, I have a little present for you. Come here. Put those dishes down for a moment. I have a present for you. Yes, Father. No one will know this but us. And I don't want you to tell anyone. Don't write it down in your journals. This is just going to be our private moment. Even your mother, Elizabeth, can't hear us now. Listen closely to me. I'll make your life difficult on purpose. This is a father's love. You have a unique gift. I don't understand it, that I don't have to, son. I just see it. I know it. You are the fruit of my loins, but you are so much more. You are something that has nothing to do with me, but my role is to make sure that whatever that is, it encounters as much resistance as possible. Don't tell anyone. I want you to struggle, son. When I leave every day in the morning for my job, it's nothing but struggle all day long. And when I come home, I know why. It's because I'm here with your lovely mother and my lovely daughter and my lovely son. And yet still I have to struggle to get you, all of you, to behave respectfully and gratefully. That is my silent struggle. And my silent struggle now becomes your silent struggle. Because we are so different. And yet you're my son. I'm your father. We love each other greatly. I know how much it hurts to wash those dishes, son. With your own hands. Just as I do all the work that I do. With my hands. But when you sit down to write, you will create the most exquisite art. Sublime. You will have your father to thank for that. I'm not the only one. Your sister, your mother, the pedestrians, the street itself, the insurance company, your circle of friends. All of this. Your soul is in contention with all of this, but primarily me. You become great by struggling with me. You become great by struggling with those dishes over there, son. You want to sit down and write masterpieces? Not without struggle. Not without agony. You can thank me later. What you say is true, Father. You wouldn't write anything exceptional if it were all easy, would you, Franz? No. Because life isn't easy, Father. That's right. Son, you're just taking the struggle to a much more subtle level. Perfect. All these levels of struggle. Perfect. My struggle is much more subtle than my father's struggle before me. Now, I don't know if you will have children, but their struggle will be much more subtle than yours currently, and I can only imagine what that would be like. But I can't even imagine. It's just a matter of speech. It's way beyond me. Just as your gifts are way beyond me. Those gifts, Franz, did not come from me. You got a body from me. I'm grateful to be your father, to watch your struggle. Now stop to adopt it as your own. Quit struggling against the struggle. Accept the struggle so you can have the best struggle possible. Do you understand? What is the best struggle possible, Father? It's the struggle that you choose. But I have to do the dishes no matter what. Correct. Choose it. Well, then it's not really a struggle, is it? If I choose it. Now we're getting somewhere, son. Choose the dishes. Okay, I choose the dishes. It's not a struggle, Father. So then what? You tell me, son. The struggle is my writing. Yes. Don't exhaust yourself with the dishes. Don't struggle with the dishes. Don't struggle with me. Don't struggle with your sister. Don't struggle with your mother. Struggle with the page. All that resistance with all these other things. Sure. I get it. But someday you're gonna realize that all that struggle is draining you. For a while, it's actually your material. Great. But then, when you've exhausted all that, you've exhausted yourself with all that struggle, then it's just struggle with the page. Everything else is subordinate to struggle with the page. Franz. That's it. Don't tell anybody we talked about this. Forget this conversation ever happened, son. Yes, Father. Now get back to the dishes. With a good, grateful attitude. Now. Yes, Father. Jesus, man. How did you do that? I have no idea how I did that. I just do it, man. I just do it. That was awesome. That was more than awesome, Franz. That was unbelievable, man. Did that conversation with, I'm gonna call him your dad, I mean, whatever. Did that conversation with your dad actually happen? I don't know. I don't know if Franz and his father had that conversation or not. I have no idea. Like I said, it's like me watching the movie, but someone else, and then we got 10 people watching the movie, and they all get a different movie, bro. So I don't know if I brought that to the recollection of the past life, or that's the way it happens. I have no idea. I can't get over that, because honestly, from what I've read about Franz Kafka, and you know I'm a huge fan, read a few biographies, it's like, I don't remember that being in any of them. You know what I'm saying, Nick? I mean, I have no idea. I don't know. You got me, Nick. It's just... Wow. Wow. I mean, I would just be like, wow. That just blew my mind. I don't know how you would actually do that. I'm starting to get a little envious, I'm honest with you. Because I went there, and I don't even know where there is, and we're not like, it's not like, I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. It's fucking crazy. So you just visited your past life as Franz Kafka. Is there any way you think you could visit my past life and then just kind of like, you know, give us the experience that you just gave us? I don't know. I don't know. I actually, I don't see myself having that capacity at this moment. But I mean, if you ask me if I can do it, maybe that will actually, I don't know. Maybe trigger it. Maybe. But I want to know something, man. Why do you think you have this ability, Franz? Like, I don't get it. Because if we just postulate that you are kind of like the reincarnated soul of Franz Kafka, then you, as the reincarnated soul here, 2025, has the capacity to go back and visit your former incarnation. So there's a giftedness that was then and a giftedness that is now. And it's out of this world giftedness, bro. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. That's absolutely genius. I mean, he was a genius. You're a genius. That's crazy. Why? That's what I want to know is why. Well, first of all, I wouldn't say that I'm actually Franz Kafka reincarnated. That's not how I look at this. Well, your name's Franz, and you could look at his past life, and you're super gifted, so for me, that's enough evidence that, yeah, that's enough for me. Yeah, I don't think it works that way, Nick. Okay. So, there's actually a whole framework for this. A part of it. I won't say the framework is for all of what just transpired, but there's a framework for this that can explain how I am not Franz Kafka reincarnated. Because honestly, I don't think that I am, especially because when I go back into that frequency of consciousness that he is in that episode that I'm accessing or enacting, whatever, embodying, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly, when I'm in that frequency. It feels like a different entity. Like that's not me of, 100-something years ago. That's somebody else. But we are connected. And the framework essentially is something I just learned about it. It's like there's a 3-part human. Okay. Nice word for it is tripartite. I like the word. Can't help but use it. And so a 3-part human is so much bigger than this human. And the 3 parts are the knower, the thinker, and the doer. Okay, Nick? And what happens is we are the doer in the body. And we are connected to a thinker and a knower. But there's not just one doer. There's 12 doers in the body because our doer is so massive, like our thinker and our knower, that it has to be split up into 12 parts. Like the 12 months, 12 signs of the zodiac, interesting. And then one of those doers is in the human body at a time. And yet still connected to the other 11 doers, Nick. So I'm one of the doers. And Franz Kafka is one of the other doers. And there's 6 of the doers are always going to be male, 6 of them are always going to be female. And so, there was probably a female between Franz Kafka and this Franz. In fact, there was almost certainly just one. Lived that whole life. Died, and then it was my turn to incarnate in a body. But I have access to Franz Kafka. have access to that world, because that world, that reality that he lived is never lost. It's in the Akashic record, so I can access it. And the veil between the Akashic record and my consciousness is apparently really fucking thin. Which is one of the reasons, Nick, I don't think I'm the only one who can do this. Just act in real time, right here in my conscious state, access a past life. Like that. Why? Can I do this? I don't know. There's got to be a reason for why I can do this. There's got to be a reason for why this is possible. I don't know. Yeah, Franz, I don't know either, man. Because I can't do that. But you can. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you just cross over. Yeah. I could tell you one of the theories I got, though. I know you like the theories. Bro, if you don't tell me the theory, I'm gonna come up with one myself. I mean, you know that's what I do. I'm a gifted guy with the theories. Yeah, man, I got a theory. Okay, so another thing that I've heard is that there's yugas, okay, which are basically cycles of humanity. And we're just entering into a new cycle, a new yuga, where we're basically getting more energy from the center of the galaxy, because our solar system is going up above the galactic plane. So that means we're just getting more energy every second. We just keep going up and up and up. And we go up and down like this, relative to the plane. So we're going up, we're getting more energy from the center of the galaxy, and that means we're just less dense. And so, Nick, if we're less dense, then what does that actually mean? How does that translate into every day? Well, it means that we are more energetic, or higher frequency, higher vibration, which means that anything that's concealed to our former identities, where we were denser, is no longer concealed, because we're essentially vibrating at a higher level, because we're getting more energy from the center of the galaxy. So this Akashic field of former lives is like right around us, and now we're getting more energy from galactic center, so our vibration and our frequency is increasing, and now we can see something that was always here, but vibrating at too high a frequency for us actually to see it. Which is maybe the reason why you can see that those clouds are in fact aliens and I cannot. That's not a bad theory, man. I like that theory. It's strange to me, though, that some people would have certain gifts and others have others, but whatever, that makes sense. I mean, I'm at a high enough vibe that I don't sit here and freak out and run away and call the cops on you. And when you hear me talk about the aliens and the clouds, it's like, you at least humor me. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I do a little bit more than humor you on that. Yeah, what are you doing, Franz? I'm pushing you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving you some resistance and pushback so you can struggle with that. Yeah, but you're like my best friend. Why don't you just accept it? No. If I push against you as your supporter, not as your enemy, but if I push against you, you're gonna have to grow. You're gonna have to figure that shit out. Because either that's real or you just dilute it. That's what Franz's father taught me. As I was doing that past life review. Franz, that was more than a review, man. I don't even get what that was. What blows my mind, man, is if your theory is right about more energy coming in, all this shit's gonna start happening. And we're gonna have no idea what to do, how to act. It's gonna be taking us all by surprise. I mean, as much as that was mind-blowing, someone else, Charlie, Susie, they're all gonna start doing weird shit. And we're gonna get blown away by Charlie and Susie, but then we're gonna get blown away that everybody's doing this stuff, so it's gonna be like meta blown away. And then when we notice there's a meta blown away, we're gonna have a meta blown away, and then that's gonna increase our frequency. It's just gonna be too much energy. Blowing our mind is gonna become like a literal thing. I was literal. Franz, when you were doing that, my mind was blown. And what I mean by that is it was too fucking crazy for my mind to stay intact. So it blew up. That's what just happened. You blew my mind up. Yeah. That's all you gotta say is, yeah. Well, what do you want me to say, man? I don't take credit for it. It's not something like I sat around and worked my ass off so I could do this crazy past life thing and then have you blow your mind. I can't take credit for any of this. You want to take credit for seeing that alien up there, that cloud, is a god, whatever? That's just egotism, man. That's a lower vibe. It's got no place. No place. You know? Yeah. No place. I mean, that's the thing, Franz. It's got no place. Just think about it. I get all egotistical about my gifts, you get all egotistical about your gifts, and we're just all caught up in our own clouds of egotism, and then all this other shit's happening and we can't see it because we're just getting off on how special we are. You know what I'm saying? Yep, I do. And that's also the reason. Like, you can't access that higher frequency when you're sitting around getting off on how special you are. It doesn't work. That's too low vibe to access what's just right around you. Franz, you think that if you could go back and talk to his dad again, that I could talk to his dad again? You would talk to his dad again? What do you mean? No, I mean just talk to his dad, not again. I've never talked to him, but I mean what I'm saying is just, yeah, gonna talk to him. I have no idea. Why do you want to talk to Franz Kafka's dad? I don't know, I want to. You think you can do that for me? You want to talk to Franz Kafka's dad? I have no idea how we can do that, because that would be basically like bring Nick into the past, which I don't think that's possible, buddy. I don't care how much energy we're getting from the galactic emanation. It's like what happens is that record comes into my consciousness and I don't distort it. I don't distort the original Blu-ray. I don't change the coding on the disc. It's just that the Blu-ray is transmitted into me, and my coding is what rearranges things. I don't touch the Blu-ray disc. So I don't know how I could put you there in a conversation with him. Because that record is, quote unquote, sealed. Yeah. But I'm not saying we can't try to figure out something, no. It's just you can't talk to him as you. I can't, I don't know how to transport your consciousness so that would happen. You can't alter the record, that's what I'm saying. That's not possible. It's not an option. I know that. I don't know how I know that, I just know that. Well, I think it's because, if we could do that, well, then there's this kind of reversibility to everything, and that's not how this universe is. It wants to be irreversible novelty. So, you can't change the past like that? You can't talk to his father directly? But I understand. You obviously have something that you need to figure out. You could try talking to me while I'm having that experience. And I could relay you through Franz. And it wouldn't be affecting the original code on the Blu-ray because it's just still my interpretation and my filtering and my experience of the Blu-ray disc. I could try that. I think that's the best way to do it. Let's do it then. I want to try talking this way to him. This is bizarre, man. Why Franz Kafka's dad? Why not Franz Kafka? I don't know. Because I need something and I don't know what it is. And the way that Franz Kafka's father was talking to him, I need to be talked to like that. I've never had that. Okay, Franz. You're done with the dishes. Sit down and let's have our meal. Lord, we're thankful. We're so grateful for this opportunity to dine as a family. To share the blessing we call family. Life is short. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. We just know that we have our relationships with each other and with you today. So, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for family. We thank you for our jobs. Thank you, Lord. Okay, everybody, eat up. Franz, whenever I say prayers, you always have a certain look in your eyes, don't you? Well, Father, I'm not sure what you mean. Your eyes are closed. How would you know what's going on in my eyes? It's true, I am talking to the Lord, but when I'm done, I can look over and see what's going on with you, and I can tell that's the way you were looking the whole time. So, son, we're going to continue this dialogue of getting you looking at things accurately as a man. Okay? Franz, this is it. This is where I want to talk to him through you. Okay, and what do you want to say? Just say that you have a hard time believing in the Lord. all you want me to say? Yes, that's all I need to say right now. Just say that to his dad. Yeah, Dad, I do have a certain look in my head, my eyes. I just have a hard time believing in the Lord. Really, son? Yeah, now just tell him why. Okay, why? Why do you have a hard time believing? Because it just seems like something that humans made up. I want to hear what Franz Kafka's dad's got to say to that. It's because I sometimes have the suspicion it's something that men made up. Men made up. Yes, Father. Tell me, Franz, why would men make this up? Say it's because they're just afraid of death. Well, Father, this... As you said earlier, it's a very challenging life, so it's something that gives men solace in the face of death. Why do they need solace in the face of death, son? Say because they're afraid of the unknown. Because they're afraid of the unknown, Father. So men invent a god because they are afraid of death, which is the unknown. Is that your reasoning? Or is that what's at the basis of your suspicion there is no such thing as a god? Just say yes. Yes, Father. I understand. So, Franz, tell me if you have any evidence that there is no God. Tell him no. No, Father. And tell me if you have any evidence that there is a God. Tell him no. I don't. No, I do not, Father. So it's true you have no evidence either way. Say yes. Yes. So where does that leave you, Franz? Where does that leave you, son? Say, I don't know where it leaves me. I'm just curious why you believe in God. Father, I don't know where that leaves me. I'm just curious why you do believe in God. Well, it's one of the most important beliefs. The most important, Franz. Okay, Father, I'm waiting to hear more. And it's the primary question, son. Tell me how you feel without having an answer to that question for yourself. Tell him that you really want an answer. Tell him that you really want an answer as to whether there's a God. You really want an answer as to whether there is a God or not, Father. Perfect. You should. That is the best orientation, son. Wanting to know that. Having it burn inside you. Yes. You know, Franz, I'm a simple man. outside. But there is a reason you chose me to be your father. And yes, you did. I was chosen by you. I feel that every day. If you look closely into yourself, Franz, you'll understand that as well. You chose me to be your father. Own it, son. Own it. Yes, Father. So, Franz, tell me how long you've gone about this, not knowing whether God exists or not. Tell him your whole life. Ever since I can remember, Father. Your whole life, that's not the same as ever since I can remember. Your whole life. My whole life, Father. And tell me how you feel about that. How does it feel to not know whether God exists or not? Tell him that you don't know how it feels. It's the only thing you've ever known. Father, I don't really know how to describe it. I don't know how. It's the only thing I've ever known. Yes, it is. Did you know, Franz, that choosing to believe in God is a choice? It's a choice. Believing in God is a choice, Franz. Yes. Not believing in God is also a choice. Yes. So ask him why he chose to believe in God. And Father, why did you choose to believe in God? Well, much like yourself, Franz, I didn't believe. I didn't feel good about that, but I didn't know what I could do. And then something happened one day. Something with your mother. And it was so strange to me. So absolutely bizarre that I couldn't make sense of it. And to me, it suggested that my understanding of things was inadequate. That it was because of who I am that I couldn't understand. So from that moment on, I chose to believe that there were things happening in this world that I did not understand. Ask him. Ask him how that leads to believing in God, though. Okay, Father? How does that one thing happening lead you to believe in God, you know? It's just one thing. It led me to believe in God because I realized that the more I was open to things being beyond my comprehension, the more things became beyond my comprehension. So I wasn't shrinking the world to fit my little mind anymore. I stopped doing that, and I practiced that over and over, Franz. Over and over. Until I realized there was probably just 1% that actually understood. And then 99% was incomprehensible. And when 99% is incomprehensible, then you're no longer shrinking the world into that 1%. You know God exists. Because that's all there is, Franz. You're not squeezing the world into tiny bit of understanding. You're done with that. And when you're done with that, you'll go everywhere, all the time. Franz, that was insane. Oh my god, I just got my brain shotgun blasted. Talking to Franz's father. Oh my god. That was some crazy shit, Nick. That was crazy shit, man. How do you feel? You just talked to Franz Kafka's dad. I don't know. I don't even understand that. Was his dad like some theologian or some mystic or something? Not from what we can tell. I mean, there's no real indication that he had much sophistication at all. Maybe that's one of the great kept secrets of Franz Kafka's life, that his father was some kind of, I don't know, ascended master, maybe? And that Franz Kafka incarnated under his father to learn how to be such an exquisite, sublime artist, and yet none of his father's true identity was actually passed on in anything, any records, any stories, any biography, none of it. Man, Franz, because when you talked to him, he said don't tell anyone. And then when I talked to him through you, it's like I was sitting at the feet of the master. Very humble man, but totally tapped in. Oh God, I can't even tell you what thought's coming to me now. What? This doesn't even make sense to me now. What is it? Something happened. I have no idea if what I'm about to say is actually legit. You know, I got my theories, but I don't even know if this is a theory, or maybe it's just like knowing. I don't even know if I should say it. Bro, why would you not say it? We're friends here. We're both fucking taking in the galactic energy. Let's just tell me what it is. Stop fucking... This is your thing, man. You're like constantly cliffhanging me. Stop at the cliffhanging. Just tell me what it is. When I was talking to Franz Kafka's father, through you, something felt familiar. Yeah? Yeah. What was it? When you were talking to him the first time, I felt such a strong... I don't know, something inside me just felt such a strong connection to his father that I wanted to talk to him. And now that I have, I think I was Franz Kafka's father in a fallen life. Like I was just talking to myself right there. 100-something years ago. Well, you know it's not, you're not him, right? No, I know, it's like what you were saying. Like, you're not Franz Kafka in this body today. You're like one of those different, what do you call them, the doer. You're one of the doers. I was Franz Kafka's father as another doer in this body. Well, not in this body, in a body. Yeah. Okay. That's nuts. So then, of course, it would make sense that the two of us would find each other in this lifetime. And we're both males this lifetime, just like they were both males in that lifetime. And yeah, I was probably one of my doers in between was a woman, like one of your doers in between was a woman too. And maybe they found each other. Maybe that's the way this is working. I don't know. I don't know. I'm open. You know, what this has got me thinking, man, this is kind of like the clouds, the aliens, the gods. But sometimes I wonder about, like, what's happening overall. And I love what you were saying about, like, basically becoming a higher vibe people, a higher frequency, because it's this galactic plane thing in our solar system getting more rays and stuff. I love that. But, like, when you dream, or when you're waking up and you have all these images, and it's like you can't understand what the fuck is happening. You can't get it. You don't understand. It's like, what the fuck is happening? And I wonder, I really wonder if there is a past. Like, all that shit's stored in the records, right? Well, if you can fucking access those records in the present tense and live in those records in the present tense, then what's happening for Franz Kafka there? And what's happening for his father there? They're alive, but it's 2025. They're alive because we're fucking accessing them. We're accessing the fucking Blu-ray, the original code. And yeah, sure, we're having our experience with it, but what's happening to them? Does the code just remain forever unalterable? That doesn't make sense, Franz. It doesn't make sense, man. That's not how this is supposed to be, because what happens is, fuck, bro. What I just did, what you were doing, that's a new fucking record. That's a new Blu-ray. You know that's the way this works. What I just had with Franz's dad, that's a new Blu-ray. No shit, that's stored somewhere. And now someone can fucking access that Blu-ray. Yeah, man. It makes sense. We're creating all these Blu-rays, and they're getting laid down, and the code is just set and stored in the records, and it's gotta be that way. It's gotta be irreversible like that, but well, we can always just go to the jukebox and press a new series of buttons and get ourselves a new record. Keep on sailing. Above the galactic plane.